Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. Please like and subscribe and put on your notification bell so as you get all my latest uploads as they come out. Today I have a review of the Everlast and PIC excellent punch monitors. So I'll just show you here. There you go. So it's PIQ is the company and they're working with Everlast on these boxing sensors that I'm going to show you now. So basically what it is, you have a PIC robot, okay? That is the PIC robot, okay? That is the brains behind it all, okay? Very important piece that. You also have a charger for that, USB charger. That's simply to charge it up. It's magnetic. That's simply to charge it up. Goes in there, you plug it in and you get it recharged. Put that there. You get an actual punch strap as well. So that's where the PIC robot goes into. That's the right way up with that sort of pointy bit there. You put the PIC robot in there and this actual strap is to be worn outside of the glove. Okay, and I'll show you both sides of that as well. So there you go, outside of the glove, and how it is worn outside of the glove is simply like this. Okay, so you can see there is the PIC robot on the strap that is on the outside. Okay, and I'll put that down. So you can see there's two boxes. Okay, so you buy them separately. You can just have one PIC robot and just use it for one hand. To be honest, I think you've got to get the full benefit of the system, you've got to buy the two individual boxes, and that gives you two straps, two PIC robots, and the two chargers as well. So that's the way I would go. In this box as well, you do have a very handy little instruction booklet which tells you sort of how to set the system up and gives you help and support. So I'll just move that to one side. Let me move the charging units to one side as well. So you can actually put that PIC robot in your wraps as well. I haven't done that because I think the straps are absolutely superb. Let me just move these boxes out the way as well so we can really get to the nitty-gritty when it comes to what this machine actually does. Okay, so as I say, when you've got the actual strap and it's round the glove, it's very easy to swap it from one boxer to another boxer. Really easy. Okay, and that's how I've been using it in the gym with the boxers at the gym and that I've been testing this with. What you have to do, you download the app, the Everlast and PIC app, which is free, and then what you do is you pair off that app with the actual PIC robots and make sure that it is all paired together. Okay, then before you start you have to make sure that you switch them on, and you can see the blue light actually flashing there. Okay, so that means it's on, so I'll just switch that off now. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show you some footage of the devices being used by someone on the bag, so you'll be able to see obviously this strap on the gloves that they're wearing. Very easy to put on, very easy to take off, and then have a look at this footage, and then I'll also put on some footage of someone using them while they were sparring. The great thing about the position of that is you can use them for sparring, because if there's any punches, if it was on the rear and there was any punches, it would like bash into the robot. But they're fairly safe on that inner part of the glove. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the app and the information that you get once the sessions have been completed. Okay, so once the session has been completed, you can then have a look at your results. So you'd go into the app, Everlast Pick, and there you go, there's the front page on there, and that just shows you fit to box channel, shows you where I'm based, the total punches since I've been using the actual system, the total calories burnt in those sessions, and the total time of boxing. Now what I've done with this is I used it in my one-to-ones, I used it in some of the sessions, and I'd wrap it around the gloves of say one boxer. He'd do like three rounds, then I'd wrap it around the wrists of another boxer and they'd do 3 rounds, and then I'd wrap it around the wrists of another boxer and they'd do say 3 rounds, all on sort of different things, either the heavy bag or an aqua bag or an angle bag. And then what I would do is I'd be able to synchronise at the end of each round, and I was able then to see how that boxer had performed in that particular round. Now what you can do is you can sort of do say a 45-minute session and sync right at the end, and then you get sort of your total averages of the whole session. But I quite like the idea of seeing how busy the boxers were over an actual round, and you have got time to sync the device in between the rounds, so that they can carry on for the next round, for say round 2, and you've got the details of what they've done in round 1. So if I bring this down here, what you've got is you've got the dashboard. So there is the dashboard. As you can see, that's a picture of me there. Total statistics, so that's the total number of punches, total number of calories, and the total duration of the sessions that I've done with the actual Everlast Pick devices. That's over all of the sessions. And then you've got the records, and that tells you the best pick score that I've got, the best G-force of a punch, and also the best punch speed, and also the best retraction as well. And it gives you the dates that you've actually done those things on. So also you can break it down in your progress. You can do it as the last active 7 days, you can do it as the last 7 weeks, and you can also do it the last 7 months. So if you just click onto there, and as you can see, it lists the date that you used it and the pick score and the best score, and you can even go into even more detail, and there's some graphs there again. So there's just loads of information for you to have a look at. To synchronise the device, literally the boxer finishes the round, they come across to you, they've got the devices strapped around their gloves, and you just press those 2 buttons there at the top. They go green, and literally picks up the fact that the pick robots are there, and it synchronises, and in most cases it's able to synchronise within sort of about a minute if you've done say a 2-minute round. So let's go on to pick score. Pick score is very important. Let's have a look. So session pick score. So the pick score is the speed, the G-force and the retraction. So it works that out for every single punch that you throw, and then obviously it puts them all together and gives you your pick score totals. So if I go into view details, it will tell you the speed. As you can see, there's a maximum 3,333 that you can get in that speed section. For this one, the average in the last 6 save sessions was 2,195, and it does tell you sort of that's 21.5 kilometers per hour. Then we come on to the G-force, and the G-force, your punch G-force, again out of a 3,333. And it works out your average from your last 6 saved sessions. So 14.7 G is sort of your average, and that gives you a score of 2,439. And then we come on to retraction. So this is how fast you get your hands back, and that is a maximum of 3,333 again, and in your average last 6 save sessions it gives you your score for that. At the bottom you can see it then adds them together: speed, G-force and retraction, and gives you your pick score. So let's just go back. If you go into sessions, then you can see the dates that you have used the device. If I go into this one here, and then we go there. Okay, so all of these, I've got all of these sessions. These are all sort of rounds that were done by various different people. But if I just go into this last one, and so this was me, Simon, round 1 on the angle bag. It asks you how you feel and you put that in. So I put I felt good. Obviously it's got your location and the date and the time, day and the time, and it also asks you what sort of session you was doing, and I was doing a bag workout in that particular round. 0.02, that means 2 minutes, and in that 2 minutes I did 238 punches. Now, of those 238 punches, what's your pick? So my best score for one of those punches was 8,508, and the best punch speed was 32.9 kilometers per hour, and my best punch G-force was 36.6 G. Then we come on to the actual session overview, and it gives you your score for that session, so 7,195, and that of course is out of 9,999. Gives you your intensity, which is your punches per minute, and it works out in that 2 minutes sort of what sort of calories you have used. Then we go into what punches that you have used in that particular round. 78 right hooks, 61 left hooks, 26 crosses, 37 jabs, left uppercuts 19 and right uppercuts 17, and you can even go into the individual punches and it will give you a breakdown of those left hooks, for example, how fast they were, what the average speed was, the average retraction and the maximum retraction, and also your maximum G-force and your average G-force of those left hooks. So it gives you a tremendous amount of information. So I'll just click into there. There is also a part on here where you can actually do drills. So you've got an open drill, you've got a G-force drill and a speed drill. So you can work on different things and get some recordings for those as well. If you go into there, you can see that the pick robots are not connected on the minute because I'm just doing the video, but you can go into your profile. That's where I changed the picture, and on here it's got like your name, and it's got your birthday, it's got your height, your weight, your stance, which is your preferred hand, and also on there is your email address. And what happens is they have your email address, and you're able to be included in some of the leaderboards that the pick robot does. So I've had a couple of emails to say I was in the top 10 for certain things for the information that I've sent through that has been picked up from that email. So just bring it back, and there you go. So let's just go there. Okay, so a wealth of information there for you to have a look at, and it really is useful not only for a trainer to look back at, but if you had this device on your own and you were just doing your own thing, you could track how you were doing. We got some really surprising results actually. You know, people that I thought would have punched a lot more weren't punching as much as I thought. I had a young lady that punched double the amount of a young man, and I wasn't expecting that at all. Her work rate over 3 rounds was superb. But it is good to see about whether or not people's power stays with them over the 3 rounds, whether or not they have a great first round and then their stamina sort of tails off, or whether they are able to recover enough in the minute rests to make sure that they can put in another good round when it comes to round number 2 and round number 3. So these devices are great when it comes to just analysing you know, what you're doing in terms of the amount of punches, the power that you're using, the speed that you're punching, but also when it comes to the variety of punches that you're using. So I think this is absolutely excellent. A really well laid out app that allows you to very quickly get to the information that you want. I love the idea that I can take the straps from one boxer and put them onto another boxer who has got his boxing gloves on already, and then I can literally move from boxer to boxer in the gym and get the information. And then what I did, I was just sending that. I'd do a screenshot of their results and I just sent it through to them. There's probably a more technical way to do that, but I just did a screenshot and sent it through on like WhatsApp, and they could see their performance. But it is very, very interesting when you start to have a look at the stats. You could certainly use this to plot progress over a period of time, and I do think that has a really good place in training for people. This is totally new. This is the future when it comes to boxing training, and this will improve and improve. You can already see that they're making improvements to the app and to the screens, so this is just going to get better. So thank you very much. So that was the app and the information that the devices record. This Everlast and Pick system, it records sessions with statistics for your punches. It analyses the punch type, the punch count, the punch speed, also the punch force, and also the retraction time of how quickly your punches are going out and in. It records that as well. It also gives you something called winning factors, and this is like feedback on what you did well and feedback of areas of improvement as well. So you can share details through social media to friends and also with the Everlast Pick community. And these can be purchased from pick.com/boxing. They are $99 or £89 per pick robot. Okay, so if you want to track both hands, you will have to buy two. So that's two lots of $99 or two lots of £89, and then you've got the two pick robots, the two straps, and then you can use one on the left hand and one on the right hand. I will include in the description all the links to their sort of Facebook community and also to Pick Instagram as well. So what I would say is this is a step forward when it comes to boxing training. If you're using it on your own, you can literally record and see how you've done in sessions and what you've done in rounds. Or if you're a boxing trainer like me, you can literally put this onto one boxer. You can track their performance. You can take these straps off and put it onto another boxer. You can use it on lots and lots of different equipment. So heavy bags, you can use it in sparring. You can use it with mitts. You can even use it in shadow boxing as well. So the actual information that you get from these, you can analyse, you can go back, you can find out how a boxer is performing from the feedback that these actual devices actually give you, and it is superb. It really, really is good. I've used it with many people in the gym. They all agree how good and how useful that information is. And once you really dive down into that application and you have a look at the information that the app gives and records, then you can start to map some progress and start to build in some training regimes around the feedback that these pick robots give you. So I have to say, you know, brilliant thing. I think that Everlast and Pick have come up with a great device. Not only the Pick robot being a great device, but I really do have to applaud them on the actual strap. It doesn't come adrift. It's nice and secure. It's great how it's able to be put on the glove, and you just crack on with your training. It's almost like you haven't got that on your glove. It doesn't weigh anything at all, and you can then, at the end of the session or halfway through a session, you can have a look at the results. It really is that quick, and you can see how well you've done as yourself or how well the boxer has done. So massive applause for Everlast and Pick there. I'll include all the information in the description below. But if you are looking for a punch monitoring system, then this is an excellent system. And I would fully recommend what Everlast and Pick have done with this. Also with the app, there is improvements happening all the time. And so this system is just going to get better and better. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to Fit2Box channel. Thank you.